Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Sim Golf. Just go ahead and get our save file loaded in here. Alright. It's been a minute since we last updated, so let's try to get our bearings back a little bit here. Just zoom out. Never really get tired of just watching all those Sims doing their own things in their own little world on the golf course. I don't know. Alright. Now, here's something that's kind of funny that I'll just talk about real fast, is that every time I load this save file, this exact area right here is the part that's glitched. Not sure why. That just seems to be the way it is. Alright. Actually got a lot of interesting suggestions in the thread for what to do in this next update. Unfortunately, after some testing, some of them will work better than others, so everything we're going to do in this update is kind of just going to be a conglomeration of sort of everything and my own little spin to make it all work. Alright. And the first thing we're going to do is make quite an interesting hole that I'm really happy with how it's going to turn out. If everything goes according to plan, of course. Just go ahead and raise some more area around here too, all the way to plus 10. Plus 10's as high as you can go as far as elevation is concerned. And what we're going to do is just kind of make a nice cascading area of water right here. We'll go ahead and just sort of connect it to our other ongoing river. And to the river on the other side as well. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at how our members are holding up right quick. Full disclosure, I've tried recording this a few times and I've actually lost quite a few members to unhappiness, so pardon me while I drop a few more scenic bridges. Let's just get a motley assortment of scenic bridges in, how about? Just for fun. Yo, check this out. I'm gonna drop an unnecessary scenic bridge right here. Scenic bridges are godsends for keeping your Sims happy. They really are. Ah. See, he's so much happier now. They love going over scenic bridges. Get a drink? Attitude combo plus. Oh my gosh, this guy's so happy. Alright. And then another one. Alright. Enough about how great scenic bridges are for now. Okay. Now I think I actually have I think I went a little overboard with water. Something like this. And probably need to get rid of a little bit of water on this side as well. Like I said, I do enjoy having the one square bridges, or one tile of bridge, because if you have two, the bridges just don't look quite as good. And we'll just go ahead and do a little bit. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and finish out the fairway and the green, just so we can go ahead and open the hole and get things rolling. Something like this, probably. Go ahead and just get rid of a couple of trees so that our golfers have a few less problems. Gonna actually go ahead and see if I can move the pin back. Nope, that'll turn it into a par 4. Definitely want to keep this at a par 3. And we'll just go ahead and open it. And before we get any further, definitely got to do a little bit of slope management. Oh, but first looks like we have an upgrade. Get an upgrade for creating a 9-hole course, and the reason for that is because 9 holes is half of a standard golf course, so I guess they figured that's a pretty good time for a skill upgrade. Alright, and this guy... Nope. My god, sound effect overload. Alright. Now I know we are in extreme danger of steep slope overload right here. Really want to raise this square right here to +7 so that our bridge looks right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one looks terrible right now. We'll get to that in a moment. That moment is now. Okay. Oh man, what have I done? I think we'll go ahead and get rid of this piece of water right here also. And just continue our pathway down, something like this. The great thing about this hole is that our golfers have to hit it over so much water, but since it's from such a high point, it's really not too hard of a shot at all for them. I have high hopes for this hole, I'll be honest. Oh, steep slope. I think I see exactly where it happened. It was this square right here. Nice. Hole 3 falls into heroic. Fantastic. You know, it's funny. Again, every time I've started this update, around this time, it spawns hole number 3 as a heroic hole. Not sure what events necessarily lead to that. But I have tried to record this update about 5 times, and it's happened every single time. Alright. Let's try raising a few different stats. Something we haven't used too much. Maybe some luck, some recovery skills, and accurate irons. Definitely need to keep your iron game on point. People even like this hole? I guess. Golfers seem to be enjoying themselves enough. Scenic bridges really help. Probably the easiest way to keep your golfers happy. This guy's not doing so hot, but hey, worry not, friend. You have a scenic bridge or two in your future. Alright. Only thing I'm really concerned about on this hole is people thinking that this shot right here is too easy. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and try to raise some points around here a little bit. Just so that people will maybe instead think, a tricky uphill shot. Yep, there we go. Called it. I've made this hole a few times. Can you tell? Alright. Now, since we did make hole number 9, we do have a new building. Uh-oh. Man, people are really having a problem with, I feel like the course aura around this exact area, like here on hole number 4 and here on hole number 7, can tend to lead to some problems. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and hire a celebrity. Just kind of a dynamic attitude improvement thing right here. I think I'll drop him about right here. This way he'll hit people coming from the green on hole number 4, the green on hole number 7, and the T for hole number 8, of course. I actually already have a Club Pro here, huh? I didn't even realize. Man, I guess this has been a problem for a minute. You know what I wish you could do is see what kind of comments people are making from like this exact tile right here. I really like the way this hole looks, but if we go to the routing map and to course aura, you can tell that right in this area it's a little bit yellow, which isn't what we're looking for. And I think it's because people either hit it into the water or think that their shot is too easy. I think that might actually be a great spot to drop a landmark. We do have a Buddha for happy golfers. I think I will actually go ahead and drop it right about here. Doesn't this seem like a good spot for a Buddha? Maybe right here? Or right here? This square seems pretty solid, don't you think? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? We'll check in at the end of the update and see if this Buddha has had any effect on that yellow area. Now, before I got sidetracked, I was talking about our newest building acquisition, and that is the Marina. The Marina cost $100,000. Pretty legitimate increase from... That's not even the cost for our regular car garage. I think our regular car garage was like $40,000, and the Marina jumps all the way up to $100,000. So that's a pretty legitimate chunk of change right there. But let me see if I can show you kind of why it's worth it. This isn't even a justification for building the Marina. I would build it anyways. It's a building. It's fun to drop buildings, am I right? But this is kind of the mechanics of the Marina. So let's say I was going to drop a home site right here. It'd be about 26,000. That's how I need to say that 5-digit number. Alright, it would be about $26,000. And let's just go ahead and pull up our Marina here. And I think I'll drop it something like this. Ish. I don't know. The Marina is so weird because it always drops like a random piece of rough under it. I never know which way it's supposed to face. And I don't think it ever matters. But, so, we dropped the Marina, and now we've gone all the way up to $37,000. So, a full $10,000 improvement per home site, basically, is what we're looking at now that we've dropped the Marina. And I think I will actually go ahead and build a home site here. We will actually need quite a bit of money in the near future for a lot of things. And not to mention that water, all that water I dropped on hole number 9 here, costs a lot of money actually. It adds up. So let's talk a little bit more about home site mechanics, which I haven't really talked about too much yet during this Let's Play. Here's my basic philosophy behind home sites. If I was to build the home site right next to this one right here, it would cost me, or it would give me $24,000. But if I were to drop a patch of rough right here, then try our home site, we'd get $32,000. So that's about a $5,000 upgrade-ish, $6,000. Kind of worth it. You might think, you know, maybe it is worth it to just drop home sites right next to each other. Because really, you waste a lot of space considering, because you have to use 2 tiles of the 4 tiles that a home site already is. Huh. But at the same time, I think it looks a little bit better to have homes on their own little islands. I don't know. It's really not a big deal because once we get around to actually using all of this space out here, hopefully we will be rolling in money, and like in the millions, and we'll be able to just be able geez, I'm tripping over my words. We'll be able to just demolish all of these home sites and then use the space. So I accumulated quite a bit of money just from dropping these 4 home sites right here. Pretty worth it. Also, when you demolish a home site, you do lose the money that you got for it, but it shouldn't matter at that point, hopefully. Alright. Man, both those guys just got double bogeys. The stroke average on this hole is intense. Huh. Should I lower the elevation right here? But people think this shot's too easy otherwise, right? Maybe I'll just lower this to a flat green tile right here. Hopefully that'll help. And also, yeah, since I didn't build like any home sites during this entire game playthrough, we'll probably actually sell these home sites pretty quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if we sold all of them by the time this update's done. So let's go ahead and work on hole number 10, how about? Man, people do not like this hole. There's something bad that happens on this hole. Can't quite figure out what it is. Huh. I know why people don't like this hole. This hole is just way too easy. Oh yeah, I was gonna do something to try to fix that real fast. Just drop some sand trap like this. Let's see if they think it's too easy still. Alright, I do think it is about time for a snack bar. Just drop it something like this. Just run the path under our Easter Island statue right there. That guy got a double bogey, that's too bad. What's the stroke average sitting at otherwise? 3.33? Not bad. Sometimes you gotta end up in the rough. That's just the way it is. Alright, now hole number 10. We're finally here. I already know we're gonna have some sim problems with this hole. Oh, steep slope. Yeah, that is definitely serious steep slope. I completely forgot about that. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. Whoa. Alright. Hold on, game. My god, sound effect overload once again. So many things are happening. Okay, I think... How do I fix this? I think the... Oh, yeah, maybe that's how. I think that might actually help. I think if I raise the elevation on this square... Yeah, there we go. Kind of cuts that graphical glitch down a little bit. I'll try to do what I can to help those along their way where I can. Hopefully... Wouldn't hurt to get a little bit more cascading going on in this water also, don't you think? Yeah, something like that. That looks pretty good. I'll raise this 1 point. Alright, 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 hold on. Yeah, like I said, I'm already planning for having some serious sim problems on this hole, but we'll do what we can. See if you can spot the obvious glaring problems that are going to arise from this hole as we created. This water is actually new. Huh. I don't know where I'm going with that. Yep, just like that. I believe that's the last house. Am I right? Yep. Oh, no, there's one more. I believe there is a limit to how many celebrity houses you can have, but it's actually quite a few. I think it's at least one per hole, if not like 1.5 per hole, something like that. Benches. I forgot benches on hole number 8. Or hole number 9. Note to self. Alright, so something like this. Now, this is our hole right here. Lots of problems here. First thing, everyone's going to get caught up right here, so we're going to have a humongous glut of golfers on this hole. There's already going to be backup problems. Second problem, everyone's going to think that this shot is way too easy, and also possibly for these two shots as well. So let's try to see what we can do to fix those problems. I think first thing I'm going to do is actually delete a couple of these, and I'm going to continue this water all the way down here. And maybe all the way back up, just for good measure. I love the water in this game, what can I say? Don't you? It's so fun. It looks so good. And plus, I'm not golfing on it. Alright, gonna go ahead and just continue our pathway like this, so we can strategically place a scenic bridge. Nice. Go ahead and open the hole also. And like I said, there is going to be a glut of golfers, so I'm going to go ahead and hire a marshal. Just drop him down here. And not only that, just to be safe and completely overkill it. Yep, there's the last house. I'm gonna drop a sundial right next to the pin here. Huh. They actually consider this hole straight. That might be another problem because this hole is also considered straight. Looks like we also might have a backup of golfers right here. I'll go ahead and hire another marshal while I can. I fear that we're getting to the point where we will need to start really being thrifty with our employees. It's also about time for another soda vendor. I think I'll drop her. I'll just put her down here, I guess. I'll give her a regular bridge to walk over. Alright, and we need to continue our path here. I'm going to go ahead and continue the pathway around the edge like this, because as I mentioned in an earlier update, you can continue official pathway under water or under fairway. And fantastic. This is one thing I was looking for right here, is giving the people the decision of whether they should go left or right. I think, oh yeah, this is another one of those holes where unfortunately we can only make so much use of the shot analysis tool. Oh nice, it's actually working. But yeah, you'll see that kind of screwing over the golfers with no length because they end up right here on their second shot. And they can only go so far off the tee. So like if they shoot from here, they're not getting it. So what I actually intended was something like this for our golfers with no short game so that they can... Now no one wants to go long though. Oh, are you serious? Eh. Huh. What if I... How about that? Dang it. How should I fix that problem? Whoa, that cost me... Oh, because it's water, duh. I just got this tee sitting up here, or this pin sitting up here by itself, and Bird Marte just hits a golden shot. I love it. Great shot, friend. You know, I think I will seriously get rid of some fairway right there. Now what do they think? Nice. Now there's a lot more interesting choices here. I feel like that's a pretty good solution. Also, I don't like this elevation right here. This is not a great look. Go ahead and just even it all out. I think that's actually okay though, don't you think? Maybe not. Alright. So now these guys, unfortunately, pretty much have to go over here. That's another thing I'm not looking for. I really want our golfers to be able to make dynamic decisions. I don't know what I'm doing with all this water, geez. I don't know. Alright. What if I put like some sand trap right here? And then some more fairway. Like right here. And a little bit of green like this. Now what do people think of this shot still? Alright. Not bad. Our people with no links still want to go here, but they also still all want to go over here. But I think they'll still think about it, and that's the important thing. Actually, you know what? What if I go ahead and move all of this up one? No, they still don't want to go for it. Oh, one guy does. Alright, good enough for me. One guy out of like 8 tests. But yeah. So this hole is actually a pretty legitimate straight hole without making it too boring. Using, I guess what you could say is creative use of water. I'm not too sure. Something like that, right? Drop a few more scenic bridges, though. creative use of scenic bridges everywhere. Now I need to figure out a way to continue my pathway so that I can connect all of this nonsense over here. Oh, scenic bridge. And one more. Nice. And iron pickies on the course. This hole's still pretty rough. There's a lot more changes I want to make to it. But I think that's probably pretty good for this update. Iron Picky did not get here a moment too soon because we have just finished the entirety of the rest of the land that we have available. Got a little area right here. Of course we have all this water to work with still, so I'm not too worried. And also the next piece of land we get to buy is a nice big corner square, so that should hopefully give us quite a bit of room to work with. That is really a lot of water, isn't it? I don't know. The water looks so nice though. We'll definitely be bulldozing through a lot of this water to add some land though in the future. Need to add benches too. We'll get to that next update. Well, I think that'll about do it. Hope y'all enjoyed this update, and hopefully we'll continue regularly scheduled updates from now till the end. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.